everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play RimWorld Alpha 9, the version that is divine. We're, back with, the Going Native challenge, where we are basically enacting out, role-playing our tribe, role-playing our colony as if it was a tribe, and having some cool, fun experiences with all that. Research table actually is built. I was not imagining it was going to be built that fast. So this gives us an ample opportunity to actually look at all these things and decide how many of them are actually going to be useful. So stone cutting is definitely going to be our main one that we're going to work on. So we'll do that right now, because that's going to be very, very, very relevant to this colony. Beyond that, shipbuilding we can't do. Nutrient resynthesis isn't going to matter since we can't use the nutrient paste dispenser anyways. Cremation, can we use the crematorium? Actually, I did not think about that. There was not anything listed in the thing. And I think that actually it should be okay. So I'm gonna say we can use the crematorium because it is powered, but we are also using the cooking stove, which is powered as well. And I believe the only contents that really go into the crematorium is a lot of stone because it's made of stone, you know? So I don't see anything wrong with that. I may be wrong. Carpet making, I think it's going to be okay as well. Colored lights, we won't do. Hydroponics, no. Brewing, I think, should be okay, so we'll do brewing as well. Geothermal power, no. The pick upgrades, we should be able to get. Electric smelting is no. Machining, no. Gun turret cooling, no. Mortars is a yes, because in this run, mortars, very similar to how wind turbines are now going to be considered windmills for this run. Mortars are going to be considered, catapults, so we can use mortars. Hospital beds are going to be a no, and crypto sleep caskets are also a no. So yeah, we're going to continue our work on stone cutting. Luckily, for the most part, a lot of the stuff that we have to do, it doesn't take all that long. Mortars are 1,000, and that's the max one, but you know, we have less things to research to begin with this colony, so it's not like it's going to take us a million years to actually be able to accomplish anything. So, I think it's also going to be okay to put down flooring. You would think that since we're a tribe, we wouldn't necessarily have flooring, but since I'm going to get carpets anyways, I think flooring will be perfectly a-okay. We'll definitely go ahead and put down some floors, in this whole area, but I think we're actually going to wait until we actually can, put down, like, put down tile, and we actually get blocks to go ahead and use for that. Did I get rid of chunks? Okay, good, I wanted to, because I want to make a different chunk pile that is basically specific to holding rocks and boulders and stuff like that. So, since there isn't really all that much to do otherwise, I think it's probably, oh, we've rescued this person. We haven't captured them. That's right. So that's why they're chilling with us, because we need to decide whether or not to set them free. What colony is this person from? It's a female space refugee? Does that mean they're not from a faction? That's what confuses me. Race human, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Global work, I can't believe I didn't realize that initially, though. Space refugee, it does not say they're from any particular colony. It just says space refugee. Which tells me that we should be able to recruit her without any problems. Ah, this bed has been finished. This needs to be dreads. So then this wooden bed can be set to anyone. It doesn't really matter. Since Lucy's already sleeping on the floor in there, might as well make that for Lucy. And then in the meantime, let's go ahead and actually right-click for Lucy, and I want to check this. Rest and heal, not in. Oh, but that's the bed. I want to click Cassie. Whatever, maybe we'll just try that a bit in the future or something like that. Group from Hamlet at the Hill? That is a weird name for an enemy group, but you know, whatever floats their boat, I suppose. We've got 5 set up for there, so you know what? Let's go ahead and actually wait. Okay, so stone cutting is finished, so that's awesome for us. Next, let's do which is probably the best. Could do mortars and get mortars set up as soon as possible. That might be a good idea. But also isn't necessarily all that necessary. Let's get cremation. I like getting the crematorium done. If we put 5 right there, will another 5... Ah, awesome. Okay, I thought that it would actually fit that way. So, oh, that's by 6. I always make that mistake. So let's make 2 additional rooms right up here. This is probably gonna be our 2 cooking rooms. Okay, I thought so. Because what that will allow us to do, we'll also put the doors right there, I suppose. Then we can have a wind turbine placed right here, and then a secondary one placed right there. And then people will just pop on in and start cooking all of our stuff for us. Is that lady part of the colony? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did she just run off? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Are you serious? The person just left? We treated that person's wounds and then they just like used and abused us and then abandoned us? What a freaking jerkwad. I hate people so much. What a jerk. I am so upset with everything right now. Okay, whatever. That's obviously my bad, so we'll have to deal with not getting a colonist from all that. So the sucky thing about these rooms, though, is that obviously they are not going to be, holding any, beds. So, but we do have a bedroom for every colonist in our colony right now, so it's not like it's incredibly necessary or needed or anything like that. So let's get that food set up. Probably, or get those 2 stations set up. Does, of course, mean we will also have to get those windmills up and running. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll place 1 right there. That might be a good spot. I think that might be a good enough spot for that. Yeah, that'll be okay. That way we can place them next to each other, put 2 down below right there, and then we'll have 2 other things down below. Actually, though, I totally forgot. Butcher's table does not require power, so we'll probably actually completely ignore that. So humanoid corpses are almost certainly going to be a no. Let's cover the whole map. And we'll do animal corpses, and we will do them forever. Since, we are growing more foods than we could ever possibly need, but I think it is going to be important for us to also do a lot of, have a lot of focus on hunting specifically with this colony. I think that's gonna be a smart thing. So let's actually go ahead and hunt some more animals. We'll hunt that squirrel and hunt that squirrel right there. Hopefully our people won't take damage. But they've got some big ol' logs to beat up our enemies with, so, you know. Shouldn't have much of a problem with dealing with all that. Yeah, cook the rabbit! I'm hunting me a rabbit, or whatever the hell the line is. Oh, then we could also use leather for cloth. I completely forgot to consider all that. That's gonna be awesome. I love using leather. That'll be cool. Oh, our wind turbine is set up. There's no winds right now. Absolutely no winds. Are you kidding me? What is the likelihood of that? No winds? Come on, game, give me some winds. I need them. I need them for life and love. Okay, well, in the meantime, let's just go ahead and get those power conduits set up because, you know, gotta get this thing powered, even if it's apparently not gonna be powered by any wind. This sucks. Okay. I don't really know what to do about that. I mean, is there like a way to find different locations that have more winds? There probably is. I'm pretty sure I actually did somehow translate wind flow when I was in the tundra, but I honestly also don't remember really doing that. So let's get mortars next. After that, we've just got 3 more. We've got the brewing, and we've got the carpeting, and the picks. I forgot about the picks. Picks are actually probably more important. So let's get those things done now, because I don't think we're really going to be mining anytime soon. Like, how much steel do we still have from the beginning? There's 16 right there. Honestly, for what we need, 16 is kind of a lot. We will still be building additional wind turbines and stoves as time goes on, so of course those things are very, very expensive, and we're gonna have the comms console and stuff like that. Seriously, where are the winds? Did I just, like, choose a map that has no wind? What is going on here? Wind turbine. Beauty, flammability, market value. Ah! Doesn't say anything about the wind. Look at the trees! They're clearly blowing in the wind. Maybe it's like facing the wrong way, but I don't think that would be an issue. Got an issue, here's a tissue. Here, let's set up another one, and we'll place this one down here. Hopefully that'll work out. And I'll try facing it the other way. Okay, now the trees are still moving, but not as much as they were earlier. I apparently have no idea how wind turbines work, and I apologize for that. I apologize for being a complete and utter fool. A complete and utter fool he was. Yes. Oh, it's like it's a... Yes! You've got to talk like this. Yes! And you're acting like a noble British sir from It's Always Sunny or something like that. We gotta keep that fire going, boys. Man, I wish for this challenge specifically, so I could keep that fire burning more constantly more easily. I wish there was a button that basically said, oh, what? It was working for a second there. Oh, it's the trees. It's gotta be the trees. Okay, let's try that. Harvest the tree. Cut plant. Get rid of it. Someone get rid of that tree. I want you to prove me right. Oh, please prove me right. It didn't prove me right. It didn't do it. Okay, maybe it's these trees? I would imagine that those trees wouldn't really impede this whole process, but let's get rid of those trees anyways. Let's get rid of all the plants in this zone. Get rid of all of those plants. Hopefully that will solve the issue. Oh, wind! Wind! It's getting wind! Okay. That is wonderful. So now no, not harvest, cut. We cut these plants too. So that's a bit unfortunate. Honestly, if that actually does solve the issue, I may end up selling this wind turbine because there's no reason to sell it. I was gonna say I would rather have it in a different position, but that'll work out fine. I just wanted our base to look symmetrical, which probably means I will end up selling it because I'm a sucker for that kind of thing. So you know what that means is we need to cancel all this. Cancel all that. Sell you because we don't have a need for you anymore. If I did just waste resources then, that's my own problem and my bad, and I apologize for that, but that'll be okay. Like, how much do we get back from selling it? 75. And building it was 100. Okay. Well, that sucks, but, you know, we just gotta deal with that kind of thing. So let's also set up our cooking stove build, because that's something I should have done before. We'll make meat and vegetarian. It'll cover the whole map, I suppose, and we'll do that one forever as well. There probably isn't a reason to focus on fine meals. Yes, there we go. I'm so glad I figured that out. I did not know. I really should have figured that this is part of the issue, but honestly, I just plainly never would have guessed that, that trees would impede. I mean, logically, of course, it makes perfect sense, but trees are just such a extra thing. Oh, we don't need to add doors in these rooms, so those will just be open doors. I think that'll be perfectly fine. More random schmucks are visiting the colony. Don't really want to deal with them too much. They're just bunch of silly Billy butt munchers who are coming to give us a bad time by, you know, showing up and being all like, huh, you guys are just a tribe. You guys are so lame. How do you like your, I don't know, like pitchforks and, I mean, we don't even use pitchforks. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just gotta wait until I actually get a club for a weapon, because then I could say join the club, and I'll be the world's most pathetic, sorry, excuse for a human. So then, I think it's time for the stone cutting table. Maybe even should have worked on that a little bit earlier, but we'll put that right there, and then the crematorium we can put on the right side. Unfortunately, that means this room's gonna be super cramped, but it's not like we're gonna have anyone sleeping in there anyway, so that'll be perfectly fine. You know what, let's actually even add some potted plants. We can add decorations, so might as well add some potted plants into the rooms that actually have people to reside in them and sleep in them and be happy and full of love. So one right there, or let's try and make it symmetrical and put the other one on the bottom. Do we want to hunt us some boars? That might be fun, some fun stuff. Let's go ahead and kill us a boar. Beat him up, yos! Oh, maybe I should focus on the rabbit. Although the animals don't seem to fight back when you hunt them? Because nobody's... Oh, that one was definitely fighting back for a second there, but that's okay. They're gone. Yeah! Oh, and Dread is actually wounded. Okay, cool. How wounded is Dread? I just want... Okay, just teeth bites from a rabbit, so... Apparently that was enough to affect Dread's movement, and I understand. Bites on the right leg from a rabbit would hurt an awful lot, but... Really, Dread, you should be okay. Oh man, we're making so much food. Maybe I should actually slow down with all this. I've got way too much stuff. So now we do have a bunch of people coming by. They have dropped down from pods above. It's just one man. That is wonderful. We are going to kill him, capture him, and make him our prey. AKA, we actually will just recruit him and make him happy to live with us. Because I don't want him being prey. I want him to be, I want him to join us and love us and be a very good man. So let's go ahead and make 2 additional places. One of them is going to be the prisoner room. The other one is going to just be an additional house for this new guy whenever we do eventually recruit him. And then I think it's going to be a really good idea for us to actually go ahead and decide how we want to block this domain off, because I'm not going to create a death corridor. I think what we're going to do is we'll just create walls with an opening on each side. So then when enemies, so we're gonna have like this huge, nice, wonderful tribe that is surrounded by walls and stuff like that. It'll be a good time for everyone involved. Do you even have a weapon? Oh, he's got a shiv! That's awesome, because that is going to pretty much just make us stronger, everything considered, since half of our people are using logs to attack right now. Beat him. Oh, actually, let's back on up. Everyone join up with Old Man D. So then everyone could just go ahead and beat up this man as a team rather than one-on-one. Probably actually should have pulled Dread back, but they should be able to, yeah, they're gonna be able to handle this poor unfortunate soul who's in pain, in need, without taking any severe damage or anything like that. So you know what? I think this is actually going to be the prisoner room temporarily. Sucks a little bit, but Lucy, you could live without a room for the time being, so let's go ahead and capture Colin here. I'm so mad that I did not capture that colonist. That better have, like, increased relations with someone. No, that's still 31 and 7, and I'm pretty sure that was 73 before. I'm pretty sure that was 49. It was just a random space person. Why didn't I capture them? Oh, I just threw away a free colonist, essentially, so I feel really bad about that, but, you know, that's my B. I didn't know! I didn't know! I was too much of a fool. I underestimated my situation. So then, let's set this as medical. Oh, no, set as medical. That was my bad. This guy is, of course, going to get medicine and get treated and try to recruit. Friendly chat. What is up with this guy? That other person was so good too. This person is heat tolerant though, so that might come in handy. It could also hinder us. And since we're in a boreal forest, I would imagine it might end up hurting us actually, which is gonna be unfortunate. Global work speed plus 30%, but he is also a pessimist, so you know. Really wish he could have been psychically dull, but he is also very experienced with a shit ton of stuff at the age of 17. Wow! This guy's got so many passions for being 17 years old. Like, I thought the aged characters were supposed to have a lot of passions and high-level skills. He probably does have low-level skills, though. Yeah, they're all very low. But Melee has a double passion, and it's an 8. And pretty much everything else has at least some kind of passion to it. Like, this guy's really freaking good. So that is some more poor quality treatment coming out, which really sucks. We actually need to set this as medical. Dread needs to be healed. That's my bad that I did not heal Dread before. In fact, actually, Old Man D, can you work on healing Dread? Because I need to make sure that our people are healed. Oh god, she's actually been bleeding. Oh, no, those are recent wounds. So I don't think Dread has had blood loss for a long period of time, but I definitely could have handled this better by healing Dread earlier. Is there still one wound? No, they're all gone. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was kind of really bad on my part, but that's okay. So, this can be medical. medical for a little... No, I think it's actually going to be okay. So let's unmark that as medical. Now that we've got these 2 other rooms finished, that'll be extra good for us. Probably should actually make more than these ones that I do have right now, just because I think it actually would be really, really smart to go ahead and have ample beds, because we actually do not have enough beds right now. So I need to do a better job at preparing for the future in regards to that. So let's make sure we have enough wood, chop down all those trees, keep our lovely little campfire and our good old home going for us. And yeah, things are moving pretty swell for this colony right now. I mean, we're still early on, of course, but I'm very happy with how it's looking. It's looking pretty sick, in my opinion. Local squirrel has gone mad and apparently is right outside Old Man D's door. So let's take down this guy before he causes us any trouble. Kill him, Old Man D! Oh, that was very quick. 1 stab, and that squirrel is dead. Old Man D, you are like a slayer of beasts, and I love you for it. So that's why it's good that we have 2 doctors. Colin actually does have medicine passion, right? Oh, he does. He is indeed only level 3, so he's certainly not going to be the best, but might want to consider using him for that in the future. Might not be the worst possible idea that we've ever had. In fact, might be quite a glorious idea. So this is the Stonecutter's table? Yes, I thought it was. So I think we need to make a stockpile zone right here and right here. So let's actually change this one, and we'll go to animal corpses can actually go right up there, but we will go to, oh god, I'm clicking the wrong thing. Foods? Yeah, raw food. Raw meat and raw vegetarian. We'll cancel raw meat right there, and then we'll make a new stockpile zone right here. That'll just cover like 2 blocks. It honestly, it can be pretty small, I think. Just to make it look nice. Or 3 by 5. That looks a little bit funky. I think I like it more when there's a little bit more walking space, yeah. So we'll have 1 stockpile up there, a second one down there. This one can go ahead and be nothing but those, that raw meat. And then also animal corpses. Because then that'll be for our butcher's table, and everything will be nicely set up in there. Is that animal? No, only humanoid! Nice. I like how it's only humanoid. That's kind of funny to me. Animal corpses. We'll put those in there. And then down here, this one will be quite the opposite. It will only be chunks. So that way we could start collecting chunks, putting them in that position, and then actually get ourselves started. And it should actually only be stone chunks, so no slag. Because we're not even going to use the slag refinery. So that kind of sucks, honestly, because that means that in this colony, the slag... not just the slag refinery, but slag resources are both entirely useless. So let's make stone blocks config. We'll do everything and do them forever. And I think we can actually... Maybe we shouldn't cover the whole map. You know what? We'll just cover... We'll cover, like, this region. So that way we could get rid of the ones in there, and it will cover this, because we want people to haul a lot of stuff in there for our stone building. And stone obviously is not going to be mandatory for us, but I would love to get that stone in the works ASAP, because the sooner we get that, the more floors we can put down, because, like I said, I think all of our flooring is pretty much going to be entirely made of stone, which will be really, really cool. I actually need to mark things to be hauled, though. That would be a huge process in solving this issue. So let's, awesome! The picks have been completed! So, let's get carpeting. That way, we only have brewing and mortars, so we got to go down the list. And then let's just mark a whole bunch of those, and probably a whole bunch of those, too. Actually, we should make sure to get rid of all the stone that's, like, actually in our base. Man, this is gonna suck so bad for power, because the nice thing is, I think I think it's gonna be an easy setup for us, because essentially we just need to make 1 wind turbine for, energy units or production table that requires energy. We'll only need 1 wind turbine per each one of those. But the problem is they're only gonna work when there's actually wind flow, and apparently we're not getting any wind some of these nights, so... might be a little bit troublesome in that regards. Does all this food spoil in one day? That kind of sucks. Yeah, a lot of our people are going to be eating spoiled food. But we did recruit Colin, so that is really freaking awesome for us. That's going to make me very, very happy. I'll have to try to remember to work on recruiting that man or setting up all his stuff in the next episode, because we've pretty much run out of time at this point. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, comment, and or subscribing if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all in the next one. See ya, guys!